All right. So today we are talking about becoming magnetic. This is a question that I get often. As you're coming in, let me know, M&M, what is going on? Let me know where you are coming live from. How is everybody feeling this holiday season? Can you believe that this time next week is Christmas? For those of you who celebrate, I can't. And who has done their Christmas shopping. So today we're talking about becoming magnetic and really how to shift your identity and your frequency and what that gets to look like. So if you are new to me, my name is Kathryn, and I am a reinvention expert. I support women in midlife who are in transition to powerfully pivot their purpose and marry that with their identity so their success is inevitable. I am so excited and I love everything around identity because I found it to be the most liberating thing to recognize that you don't have to be who you've been and that you can change anything about yourself at any time, and that everyone in your outer reality is simply just a reflection of you internally, which can be jarring to a lot of people, but I think it's the most incredible thing because that means that you have the opportunity to shift in real time at any moment. So when we're looking at becoming magnetic, I put in here about shifting your identity and elevating your frequency because magnetism is about identity. Do you believe that you are somebody who easily attracts in what they want? Do you believe that you're somebody who, is desired? Do you believe that you're somebody who's chosen? Do you believe that you are somebody who's confident? I got asked inside my membership, Limitless Academy, and if I'm looking all over, guys, it's just because I'm on like multiple platforms at one time, and so I want to make sure that I'm getting everybody in. When I got asked, Melissa, I want to be more confident, and I said, well, confidence is claimed. You can claim it right now. What do you believe needs to happen in order for you to be confident? And the response was, well, I would need to lose weight, or I would need to make more money, or I would want more followers, or I'd want to feel more successful. And I said, well, success is a state of mind as well. Who is to say what you deem as successful or unsuccessful, somebody else might think was, the greatest thing ever. Everything is relative. Your perception creates your reality, and everyone is experiencing life through their own lens, right? So I really want to say when it comes down to becoming magnetic, it is a state of mind. It is an identity shift that's required internally. And so a few key elements and ways to do this, to shift our identity. So in my background, I am a holistic nutritionist, but I'm also a master hypnotherapist, and I specialize in the psychology of women and self-sabotaging behaviors to reprogram their subconscious so that they can achieve their dreams, right? Because your subconscious is what drives 95% of your actions, and yet we operate from our conscious thinking that we operate from the subconscious, but we allow our conscious mind to go, but consciously, I would want all this money. Consciously, I would want all of this success. Why isn't it happening? Consciously, I want to lose weight. Why am I sabotaging? Consciously, I want love. Why isn't it here yet? Because of your subconscious beliefs. So when your subconscious is driving 95% of your actions, hey guys, anybody that's new, we are talking about how to become magnetic and how to actually shift into the identity and the persona to own that frequency, to align with that frequency so that you attract to you, but understanding that magnetism is a state of mind. It's a choice, and it's up to you to be in that frequency and to align with it. So when we understand that our subconscious is making up 95% of this, the fastest way is to really shift into believing that you are a magnet for your desires is actually having inner conversations that are affirming it. So often I will talk about how to shift a belief. And I said the fastest way to shift a belief, there's 3 steps. We want to, 1, start to understand that you can shift a belief in an instant. You don't need to spend 30 days reaffirming and affirming and journaling unless you believe it and that's what you want to do. But you can truly adopt the belief that I can change a belief in an instant, okay? Then what you want to do is actually look at what is the limiting belief that's stopping me or blocking me. And you're going to write that down. So if it's I'm not enough, you're going to write I'm more than enough, exactly as I am. And then you're going to guide your mind. Remember, your mind is nothing more than Google. It's ChatGPT. It's waiting for you to program it, and it will respond accordingly. So when you are in that energy, you're going to tell yourself, I am more than enough, or I am lovable, or I am worthy, I am deserving, I am confident, I am magnetic. And then you're going to look for all, and you're going to tell your mind and all the supporting evidence for why you're magnetic. And you're going to start to tell your mind, show me how I'm magnetic, show me how I am lovable, show me how I am chosen, show me how I am wealthy. And your reticular activating system, right? Your RAS, essentially, is going to start looking for supporting evidence. See, your mind, when we talk about being delusional, everyone's like, it's delusional. Like, how am I supposed to believe in it? Well, you're being delusional all the time. You're just delusional in the wrong direction. You're delusional that your fears are going to become your reality. You're delusional in that making your worries and your doubts what's taking up your energy. So instead, we want to shift from being delusional in the other direction to being delusional towards the things that we want, and start to feed our desires and our faith instead of feeding our fear. But both fear and faith require the same amount of energy and belief, right? So when we're looking at being magnetic, when we're looking at confidence, here's something that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's like the magic sauce. Let go. Let go of the thing that you think that you want and the thing that you think that you need to be. Let go and instead claim it as yours. And when I say let go, actually start to sit there and look at all the ways that you already have everything that you want and need. So loosen the reins. See, often the things that we want, when we want to become magnetic, when we want to be confident, we want to feel, it's a feeling that we're after. It's something that we think we're going to get and achieve and attain. So instead, what you're really saying is, I don't have the thing that I want. I need money to feel confident. I need weight loss to feel confident. I need love to prove that I'm magnetic. I need to start seeing all these things attracted in my outer reality to prove to myself that I'm a magnet for the things that I want. You're a magnet because you stated it and claimed it. But if you're strangling it with a belief that you're not, that's when I want to say to you, let go and go in the other direction. Start to really let go of the thing that you want and start to reinforce why you're good with where you are. Did you ever notice that when you accept, that's when you get the thing that I want? When you just start going like, I don't actually need love. Like, I'm good with me. People meet their soulmate. When it's like, actually, I'm really good with my body. Like, I'm done with this dieting thing. That's what happened to me. I'm done with, I literally have a program called Done with Dieting. It's like, I'm so over this. I'm done with this, right? What happened? I released the weight with ease. It literally felt like it fell off my body. Why? Because I was no longer thinking that there was something that I was missing. See, being a magnet to your desires, that's why my business is called Wholeness. It's coming back to the truth of who you are before you ever thought you were less than. If you think that you're not whole, then you're seeking something outside of yourself to validate what's missing inside. But when you come from wholeness, I have everything. I taught this last night or on Monday night in our call inside Limitless Academy, our online membership, where I said, go to God, go to the universe and say, I want everything, but I don't need any of it because I've got everything. I want it all. I've got big dreams. I've got huge desires, but I don't need any of it. See, needy energy repels your desires. Think right now, I have this itch, okay? Think right now of a friend where you just hear from them. Maybe you get a text and you're just like, oh, like there's a needy energy, or maybe a client or a loved one or even your partner where you're just like, when they drop into that needy energy and it repels you, you're just like turned off. You don't want to get back in touch with them. You don't want to answer their text. You're just like, you can feel it energetically. Why? because they're coming from lack. I need you to respond to me. You can feel it. You can feel it. Just like you can feel when you've sat there and you're checking your phone 50 times to see, did they get back to me? You're in a needy energy, which means you're not coming from wholeness, which means you are repelling. You are not a magnet for your desires. So instead, we need to shift into the identity of, I have everything I need inside me. I receive with ease. I receive because that's who I be. Which brings me to my third point in how to become magnetic. I want you, lady loves, the woman who is magnetic is the woman who owns being a queen. A queen does not race to be heard. A queen listens and responds. And when she speaks, she is respected and her words matter, but she knows her words matter. She's speaking slowly and clearly and stately. Her words are elegant, they're not jumbled. She says words that matter, they have potency and power. She is not racing to get it out. She's not cutting people off. Why? Because she is the owner of her domain. She knows that when she speaks, people are waiting to hear what she has to say because she thinks through her thoughts. And again, she knows that words matter. She knows that she is casting spells at all times. Are you guys with me? Do you know the power of your words? You know that felt energy when you are sitting there and you're speaking and you're like, I know that everyone is hanging on every word that I'm saying because there is power, there is energy behind it. A queen, again, is a magnet. She dresses like a queen. She's not dressing like a pauper. She takes pride in her appearance. She wears clothes that are elegant and stately and classy. And she knows that there's power in her presence and in her energy. And through that, people want to come to her. When she walks into a party, when she walks into an event, when she walks into something, people come to her. She's not looking down. She's not on her phone. Her posture isn't like this. Her arms aren't crossed. Her hands aren't in her pockets. Her chest is open. Her shoulders are back. Her chin is aligned. She's not up here. She's not down here. Her nails are done. Her hair is done. Why? Because she takes pride in her appearance. But people come to her because they're attracted to her light. They're attracted to her presence and her energy because she doesn't need anything from you. She doesn't need you to see her. She doesn't need you to like her. She doesn't need to have everything beautifully curated on social and put out and project in air. She is it. So you want to be around it. What else does a queen do? The foods, she takes pride in her health, in her body as a temple. She eats foods of the highest quality. She is proud of who she be in the world, be an embodied state. She's not pretending, right? She's being it. And that being attracts you. It magnetizes opportunities, collaborations. People want to follow her. People want to be around her because she makes them feel a certain way. It's just like love. We fall in love with how somebody makes us feel. When a woman is a magnet, it's an identity. It is a persona. It is not false. She's not trying to be who you need her to be. She's not trying to say things that she thinks you want to hear. She's not false advertising. She's not saying things that are inauthentic or, acting out of character, right? She's owns who she is. And she also honors her no's and blesses her yeses. She has healthy boundaries. All of this is what makes a woman magnetic. So I want to ask you, out of everything that I shared today, what are you going to start to own for yourself? Where are you not aligned? Where are you not blessing your yeses and honoring your no's? Where are you caught in people pleasing and being the peacemaker or the fixer and being the one that's losing your worth in being the nurturer or the caretaker or being all things to all people and the yes girl instead of owning who you are and having healthy boundaries? Where are you still being the chameleon and being all things to all people and you're last on your priority list versus owning the queen and taking time for yourself and having boundaries where you're saying, no, that doesn't work for me. And yes, that does. And yes, that's something I want to do. And that is not me and no longer aligns with who I be in the world. When you start operating from those faculties, from that premise, watch out, world, because you will magnetize everything to you, from wealth to money, well, wealth to friends, to higher vibrational aligned opportunities, collaborations, new friends coming into your space, respect. Everything in life will start to respond to you differently, and things will feel easy and you will feel empowered by who you be. And if that's you and you want to learn how to do this, this is what I do in our identity shifting workshop, which is available to you. It's on that QR code right here. You can get that today, or also you can join us inside Limitless Academy, where this is the frequency, where you craft the identity of who you choose to be and you own it. And you're in the energy of other women who are owning this and up leveling and asking for more and asking how good can it get and how can it get so much better. And they are magnetizing their desires to them by who they're being, not by efforting. And that's what we do inside those containers. And if you want more of that, all of that is linked below. I want to thank you so much for your time and for being here today. And I want to know, out of everything that I shared, what are you going to implement and choose to be? You. So really ask yourself, if not me, then who? Why not you? Be bold, be you, and expect the best and own the energy of the queen. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for being here. All my love. Bye. Hi, Mom. Oh, we're totally done. And